start by understanding what organizational development really means. At its core, organizational development is a systematic approach to improving an organization's effectiveness. It's not just about making changes for the sake of change, but about aligning people, processes, and strategies to achieve long-term success. This process involves everyone in the organization, from leadership to frontline employees, working together to create a culture of continuous improvement. As we move forward, you'll see how organizational development can transform not only the way a company operates, but also how its people grow and thrive. Organizational development isn't just a buzzword, it's a purposeful journey. The main goal is to help organizations adapt to change, solve problems, and improve overall performance. By focusing on both the structure and the culture of a company, OD ensures that businesses can respond quickly to market shifts and internal challenges. This proactive approach helps organizations stay competitive and resilient, no matter what comes their way. Next, we'll explore the key principles that guide successful organizational development. The heart of organizational development are several guiding principles. These include a commitment to continuous learning, open communication, and employee involvement. Organizations that embrace these principles are more likely to foster innovation and collaboration. By encouraging feedback and supporting professional growth, companies can build a strong foundation for lasting change. In the next scene, we'll look at how leadership plays a crucial role in driving organizational development. Leadership is the engine that powers organizational development. Effective leaders set the vision, inspire teams, and model the behaviors needed for change. They create an environment where people feel safe to share ideas and take risks. By supporting their teams and providing clear direction, leaders help organizations navigate challenges and seize new opportunities. Up next, we'll discuss how organizational culture impacts development efforts. Organizational culture is the invisible force that shapes how people work together. A positive culture supports development by encouraging trust, collaboration, and adaptability. When employees feel valued and included, they're more likely to embrace change and contribute to the organization's goals. On the other hand, a resistant culture can slow progress and create barriers. Let's now look at the steps involved in the organizational development process. Organizational development process is a structured journey. It typically starts with identifying areas for improvement, followed by gathering data and analyzing the current state. Next, organizations design and implement interventions. These are targeted actions to address specific challenges. Finally, results are evaluated, and adjustments are made as needed. This cycle of assessment, action, and review ensures that development efforts are effective and sustainable. Now let's dive deeper into each step. First step in organizational development is assessing needs. This means taking a close look at the organization's strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities. Leaders often use survey, interviews, and performance data to gather insights. By understanding where the organization stands, it becomes easier to set clear goals and priorities. This foundation is essential for designing effective interventions. Next, we'll see how data collection supports this process. Data collection is a critical part of organizational development. By gathering information from multiple sources, organizations can get a well-rounded view of their current state. This might include employee feedback, customer input, and performance metrics. Accurate data helps leaders make informed decisions and design interventions that address real issues. Once the data is collected, it's time to analyze the findings and identify patterns. Let's explore that next. Data in hand, the next step is analysis. This involves looking for trends, root causes, and areas that need attention. Leaders and teams work together to interpret the data and prioritize issues. The goal is to move beyond surface-level symptoms and address the underlying factors that impact performance. This analysis sets the stage for designing targeted interventions, which we'll discuss in the following scene. Designing interventions is where creativity and strategy come together. Interventions are specific actions or programs aimed at solving identified problems. These might include training sessions, process improvements, or changes to organizational structure. The best interventions are tailored to the unique needs of the organization and involve input from those affected. Once interventions are designed, it's time to put them into action. Implementation is where plans become reality. This step involves rolling out the chosen interventions and making sure everyone understands their role. Clear communication and ongoing support are essential for success. Leaders monitor progress and address any challenges that arise. By staying flexible and responsive, organizations can ensure that changes are adopted smoothly. Next, we'll talk about evaluating the results of these efforts. Evaluation is a crucial part of the organizational development process. After interventions are implemented, it's important to measure their impact. This might involve tracking performance metrics, collecting feedback, and comparing results to initial goals. Evaluation helps organizations learn what works and what doesn't, so they can make adjustments and continue improving. Now, let's look at some common types of interventions used in organizational development. One of the most common interventions in organizational development is training and development. This involves providing employees with the skills and knowledge they need to succeed. Training can range from technical skills to leadership development, and it's often tailored to the organization's goals. Investing in people not only boosts performance but also increases engagement and job satisfaction. Next, we'll explore process improvement as another key intervention. Process improvement focuses on making workflows more efficient and effective. This might involve streamlining procedures, reducing waste, or adopting new technologies. The goal is to help teams work smarter, not harder. By involving employees in the process, organizations can uncover valuable insights and foster a culture of continuous improvement. Up next, we'll discuss how changes in structure can support organizational development. Sometimes, organizational development requires changes to the company's structure. This could mean reorganizing teams, redefining roles, or adjusting reporting lines. Structural changes are designed to improve communication, decision-making, and accountability. While these changes can be challenging, they often lead to greater agility and better results. Now, let's look at how organizational development supports innovation. Organizational development creates an environment where innovation can thrive. By encouraging experimentation and learning from mistakes, organizations can stay ahead of the competition. Leaders play a key role by supporting new ideas and providing resources for innovation. When employees feel empowered to contribute, they're more likely to come up with creative solutions. Next, we'll see how OD impacts employee engagement. Employee engagement is a key outcome of successful organizational development. Engaged employees are more productive, committed, and satisfied with their work. OD initiatives that involve employees in decision-making and recognize their contributions help build a positive workplace culture. This, in turn, leads to better performance and lower turnover. Now, let's discuss the challenges organizations may face during development. Organizational development is not without its challenges. Resistance to change, limited resources, and unclear goals can all slow progress. It's important for leaders to communicate openly, address concerns, and provide support throughout the process. By anticipating obstacles and staying flexible, organizations can overcome challenges and keep moving forward. Next, we'll look at the role of feedback in continuous improvement. Feedback is a powerful tool in organizational development. Regular feedback helps organizations identify what's working and where improvements are needed. It also shows employees that their opinions matter. By creating channels for open communication, companies can foster trust and drive continuous improvement. In our next scene, we'll explore how technology supports organizational development. Technology plays a growing role in organizational development. From collaboration tools to data analytics, technology helps organizations communicate, track progress, and make informed decisions. Digital platforms can also support remote work and training, making development efforts more accessible. As technology evolves, organizations must stay up to date to remain competitive. Finally, let's summarize the key takeaways from our journey through organizational development. Wrap up: organizational development is a continuous process that helps organizations adapt, grow, and succeed. By focusing on people, processes, and culture, companies can create lasting change and achieve their goals. Leadership, employee involvement, and a commitment to learning are essential for success. While challenges are inevitable, a proactive and flexible approach ensures that organizations can thrive in a changing world. Thank you for joining this journey into organizational development.